Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Final Fantasy XIV Online Shadowbringers on PC in 4K. Alright, so here are my settings. Man, how many... I don't know how many times I've changed this. Sound settings. Some custom graphic settings, of course. That's about as high as it gets. And I disabled depth of field, because that's dumb. I have been traditionally playing with a controller, but I will try playing with the mouse and keyboard this time around. So, all this new content, I will probably not be able to show you any of it because I don't have characters that are anywhere near the level to actually show you the Shadowbringers content. However, there are 2 new races that are introduced in the latest update, so I can at least do that. Let's see, let us go ahead and delete this character. We'll just start all the way to the beginning. I mean, there's no sense in keeping the stuff that I have. Okay, let's do a new character. Oh, so again, we can play the Viera now, or the Hrothgar. The Aura were from the last update, and then the original races were as well. So, Vieras are only a female, and Hrothgars are only male. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Oh, well, whatever. Let's do Viera. We'll either do the Rava or the dark skin, or well, not dark skin, but darker skin or pasty. What's the difference in stats? This one's higher strength. This one's higher intelligence. I'm gonna play a DPS, so let's go with the Rava. Viera are traditionally very, very tall. I guess they count the ears too, though. Let's be just a tiny bit taller than the default. Oh, it starts off as large. Okay. Good job, designers. Oh, you know what? You can if you're not satisfied with the darker color, you can give her lighter color. I like the idea of a pasty fighter. I can see your blood. You bleed badly. Ooh, so wispy. Oh, goth rabbit. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm okay with the jaw. Eye shape. Iris size is fine. Eye colors. This is the worst part of every Final Fantasy. Customize it goddamn much. Eyebrows I'm okay with. Nose is good. Mouth is good. I'm not all that fond of the tats that they pick. I wish they could be custom, but I know people would completely destroy that. I'm down with that. Okay. I mean, not really, but no, I don't need to save the appearance. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let's give her fourth astral. Oh, no, fourth astral. And speaking on a Monday. Yeah. Guardian. Don't they have their own? Great Axe. Scythe. Balance. Fan. Staff. Two-headed hammer, huh? Bow. Long-bladed harpoon. Wheel. Ashen staff. Well, let's pick the cool symbol. How about that? Ooh, can we pick her as a teacher? Oh, hey! I thought they would limit the job class. That's good. Reliving my Final Fantasy 12 days with the Archer, but well, let's make her a pugilist. We'll just beat the crap out of somebody. I have selected Marlboro's majority world. Have I really? But these have bonuses. Oh, not exactly. Okay, they're full. Yeah, Marlboro's fine. Sure, let's do that. Let's do it. that's as much as the new content I could show you. Sorry, Oh, is it really full? Oh, well, I guess this just came out today. That sort of makes sense. It's the only bad thing about hopping onto a new expansion so late in the day. I mean, these things were, I'm sure, full at midnight when everything launched. Although it's deceptive, you know, even though you're 29th in queue, they accept a bunch of players all at once. So I will say that the wait times are generally pretty good on this game. I've only really been stuck maybe 4 or 5 times in the entire time I've played Final Fantasy. And my time is not as good as others. I mean, I think I only have like 170 hours invested in it, whereas people have significantly more time than me. The VR are cool. I mean, it's just a cool looking race.
Here.
Heels, dear.
Here. Feel.
Don't step towards the light. Oh, you're stepping towards the light. Oh, interesting outfit. Hey. Hey, you. You all right, lass? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effect of the aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. You there, halt! What's all this about? Inspection. Men, search the carriage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so, don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Sir, look, a somnus. Honest peddler, was it? When do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of days, unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Ooh-ah! Hamilja, to arms, to arms! 7 hells! Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you! Ah, like a miss. Ooh, that kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance.
Soul
Her name,
Calibur.
Ulda.
Whoops.
Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver some me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this. By way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. Yeah, hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
I still really love the art in this game. I think something that, if it wasn't for storage requirements, would work really well in, on the Switch. But the many, many gigs in this game would, you know, sort of prevent the use of the tiny SD cards. Guess they could take the Phantasy Star 2 route and, or Phantasy Star Online 2 route and do a streaming service, but eh. I know, Udal is boring, but it's where you start as a pugilist. Music, as always, is incredible. Oi, Ventura, over here. I mean you. Fresh off the carriage, by any chance? Eh? How can I tell? Eh. Name is Wyman, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcoming to our fair city, free of charge. Even just this one slack. Free of charge, even. Okay. I totally misread that, but a while. Welcome to Uldar, the shining beacon of prosperity, rising from the deserts of Thunland. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. We will do mouse and keyboard this time. And we're going to regret that. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. In order to proceed, speak to Wyman. No, don't do that. Non-player characters or NPCs offering quests can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads. Right-click on the mark to bring up the quest window. Disable all active help windows. Once you've initiated a quest, the prompt will appear detailing its objectives and rewards. Click on the Accept button in the lower left to add the quest to your list of current duties. Coming to Uldar. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Uldar, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. It is plain as anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the Quicksand and speak with Momidi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventure and adventurer. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Upon accepting a quest, and the current objectives will appear under the quest title in the duty list on the right side of your screen. A maximum of 5 quests can be displayed at once. Clicking on the title will open the quest in your journal, allowing you to retrieve or to review objectives and rewards. And yeah, let's change this because I don't know why this doesn't save between characters. It seems silly that it doesn't. But yeah, that's I ain't gonna cut it. least double. A 4K display. Apply, you need. Oh, boy, that's still too small. Okay. That's better, I guess. We'll go with old man vision. I sit kind of far away from my TV, so I do need the text to be a reasonable size. Or unusually large size. I don't know. I don't really consider it that large. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Complete a quest by right-clicking the NPC with a checkmark displayed above his or her head. Completing the quest will earn you a variety of rewards, from items to guild to experience points. Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Modi, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah. You might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you, that is. Without someone like me to steer you, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Malcha, for example, they've been plaguing the Sultanate for forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone's got their own versions of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There's one thing that survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering. I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to recall their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand, and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bricking like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the Quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register. Neat as you can. Miamrai Pernia. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Miss Pernia, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 as my witness, I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god may be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemy. Be grateful you were given a false chance to offend. You too, attend to this scum. No, please, mercy! Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Not an uncommon one, though, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toes, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on the many manhoods of her acquaintances from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ulda, Miamrai. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little bit about our fair city. Completed. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ulda. Listen well to the wisdom of Mamodi Modi, then we'll go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Main scenario quests. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people are called the main scenario quests. These tasks are easily distinguishable from others by their unique icons. Quests using this icon indicate a task or a series of tasks that are tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. Close to home. Mamodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform the 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue. Then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherytes, traveling across the Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure that you do that with the one in the plaza. You ever tune with an Aetheryte before, Miamrai? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Pugilist Guild over at the Platinum Mirage. Assuming those weapons of yours ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across the Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ulda, as long as you've got all the gil. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought, Miamrai. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Ciceroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short then, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Pugilist Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Adventure Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. When there's more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city with the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after the gil, the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. These lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you got going. Oh, let me know when you finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a guild to your name. Quest accepted. Is that too distracting? Main menu. The main menu grants quick and easy access to most of the game's main features. For example, selecting characters under the character opens a window containing your character's various attributes and current equipped gear. Selecting journal under duty displays a list of current and completed quests and leave quests. If you wish to customize the game's various settings, including key binding, HUD layout, and system configuration, they can all be accessed via system. Select active help to redisplay these tutorial messages. Game progress is saved automatically, so there are no in-game saves or load functions. However, to prevent data from being lost or corrupted, it is strongly recommended that you end each playing session by selecting log out or exit game from the system menu. Sanctuaries. A crescent moon icon will appear to the right of your character of your experience bar whenever you enter a sanctuary. While in this area, you will accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you are offline. All experience earned through battle, crafting, and gathering while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased by 50%. Your current rested bonus is displayed on top of your experience bar. The dark orange bar shows how much more experience can be earned before the bonus fades. If the bar is blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Inns in all three city-states, as well as various outposts and settlements, are classified as sanctuaries. To maximize your experience earning potential, make it a habit to always log out in one of these areas. Press M on your keyboard, selecting the minimap, or selecting map under travel from the main menu. In the lower right-hand corner of your screen will bring up the area map. If a quest objective is located in that area, it will be indicated with a special icon. Location of quest objectives can be confirmed by clicking on the objective in the duty list. Greetings, I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have but recently taken up the Adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching up before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers such as fledgling heroes. You are champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventure status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken upon themselves to assist new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences with other beginning players. Do you guys want to need me to read all that? No. Okay, I didn't think you did. Maybe you do, but I'm not going to. Cutting. You now have access to the Ethernet. Quick travel through the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon the Ethernet shard. Attuning with the shard has granted you access to the city-state Ethernet. The Ethernet can be used for quick intra-city travel. You tune to the Aetheryte. Hail, adventurer. Might you have come at the behest of Miss Modi of the Quicksand? Excellent, which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, madame. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Ah, the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into the ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard return and teleport? Well, these transportation spells make a direct use of the aetherites and their connections to the flow of ether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eosia, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune herself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you find that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites and transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Return learned. You attune with the aetherite, you are now able to use the return spell. Return. The spell Return can be used to instantly travel back to the aetherite set as your home point. Casting the spell does not require any MP and can be accessed by selecting Return under Travel from the main menu. The sole limitation of the spell is that it can only be cast once every 15 minutes, Earth time. Only one home point may be set at a time. To make an aetherite your new home point, right-click on the crystal to bring up the aetherite menu. I don't want to go there. Goldsmith's Guild. Ah, it is not here. Well, I should probably stop looking for it here. Don't need that for a while, but why not? Ah, guess I can do this one. And you are? Huh, a newly come adventurer. But of course, yes, I am Ciceroga. Ciceroga, what can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee... What, you expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Uldan for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services. But the fact you're offering nothing is laughable. Handing over rights. Some quests will require you to deliver items. If an NPC requires an item request window will appear. Drag the items from your inventory or armored chest into the item request window and click hand over to complete the transaction. Items can be added to the item request window by right-clicking them. Ah, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Huh. Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Afternoon Change, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Udo's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Villebrand and Aldenar passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and Consortia have chosen Ulda as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket? Whatever you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof. Should you find something that piques your interest, decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to mobility. Now, off with you. Oh, well, let's just find one of them around here somewhere. Get ones in here. There's one in here. Only members of the Immortal Flames allowed to exchange flame seals for goods and services. Standing within the Hall of Flames for the burning heat of operations for the Immortal Flames. We're all seeking kindred spirits, or if kindred souls possess an unquenchable spirit to join our cause. I sense something of a fire within you, but it flickers as candlelight. Stoke this fighter fire until it becomes a raging demon, a raging inferno, and we can speak again of your part in the Immortal Flames. In order to join a grand company, you must progress further in the main scenario. Sure, forgot all about that. Yeah, some shit you have to do. Greetings and welcome to the Pugilist Guild. I see you already walked the path of the Pugilist, yet your journey has only just begun. I highly recommend you add your name into our roll, for there is no better place in all the realm to train in our disciplines than here. The origins of pugilism, as we know it, can be traced back to the staging of bare-handed bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attract fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there arose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form of she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, we pugilists remember her participation in the gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when bare-handed fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armored gladiators and effortlessly bested a lot of them. Word of her feet spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Ulda swiftly transformed into a center of pugilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is her that the Pugilist Guild owes its existence. The art practice here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one which she once built. And then there it is, a brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but gods, it never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then. Should you wish to proceed, you must first attain the Guildmaster's approval. Let me know if you would like to meet him. Ah, so you're ready to present yourself to follow the Guildmasters? Off my head everywhere. So, are you ready to present yourself to the Guildmaster's inspection? Way of the Pugilist. Gagaruna wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Pugilist Guild. Accepted. Master Harnan is among the greatest pugilists of our time. For long years, the man ruled the Blood Sands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired in favor of training aspiring fighters. You'll find him overseeing his charges yonder. Go now and show him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Past time you got your ass back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? Eh? You're not my errand boy. There's no dancer. There never was. I'm not doing anything indecent, I swear to the gods. What? You're here to enroll? Oh, well, why didn't you say so sooner? In my capacity as a guild master, I would be glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each a swing of a sword. What we lack in destructive force, we more than make up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you'll also learn to string them together to deliver an endless fury of blows. Only through such fierce combinations can a pugilist realize his potential. Yar! Crikey, I'm spent from all this talking. You ought to speak. You ought to speak more, lass. It'd give me a chance to catch my breath. But where was I? Ah, right. Joining the guild. Before you do, I must warn you that the path of the pugilist is long and arduous. Do you believe you got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. Yeah, sure. Yes, you have the fighting spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. We welcome you to the guild, lass. For your first lesson, I want you to test your fletching skills against the vermin of Thanalan. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets, and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done. Yes, go fight some stuff. Was that damn Moogle? I don't remember. Around here somewhere. Ah, there you are. Oh, you're the itinerant Moogle. How was your tour of the city, Miyamorai? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Uldal's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you need to remember where things are. So, when you go exploring, explore like you got a purpose, eh? Alright then, all that's left for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand. On your way to the quicksand, friend. As you can see, we cater to a clientele with an adventurous streak. With the chaos left in the wake of the calamity, the townsfolk can be needing the help of my patrons more than ever. Alright, we gotta do some stuff. Level 5 or something. Talk to her again. Something like that. Here. Honestly, I just walk around the city and I think you'll get to like level 20. If you just walk around and complete quests in the city, you never really even have to leave. battle. Right-click on the target to switch to active mode and ready auto attack. Approach and face the target to start the battle. 2 rotating arrows will appear over the target you are currently attacking. Various actions such as spells and weapon skills can be performed by clicking the icons located in the hotbar on the bottom of your screen. These actions can also be initiated using the shortcut keys indicated in the upper left-hand corner of each icon. Most actions require magic points to execute. In addition to having recast times of various lengths, detailed information on an action can be viewed by mousing over its icon. Disciples of Magic and Disciples of War, who specialize in ranged attacks, such as archers, are best suited fighting their targets from a distance. The range and radius of an action can also be confirmed in the help window. Congratulations, you have just received your first achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching certain milestones during your adventures in Eorzea. There are achievements for just about everything, from leveling classes and uncovering locations to defeating enemies and earning gil. There are also rewards granted upon obtaining certain achievements. Some of these include rare weapons and armor, other titles which can be added to your display name to showcase your greatness. Achievement rewards can be claimed from the Genathus and Old Gridania. Experience points. In the event multiple solo players attack the same target. Excuse me. The player who attacks first will always receive 100% of the experience and items dropped. Players who follow will be rewarded based on their contribution to the battle. If you see a fellow player in need of a hand, do not hesitate to lend yourself. Finding an item you have equipped is now bound to you, and you can no longer be traded or put up for sale in the market. Most items can be sold and traded freely before they are used in battle, crafting, or gathering. This is true regardless of whether or not they have been equipped. However, performing one of these 3 actions after equipping a new piece of gear will bind them to you, providing future trade or sale to other players at NPC shops. Will still purchase bound items. Hormits and snapping shrews. Ja, dan zijn het er. The Fate system. Fate is short for Full Active Time Event. These public quests occur periodically in real time around the Yozia and enter participate by simply showing up before one ends. When you sense a fate nearby, a message will appear on your screen, and the location will be displayed on your maps. The type of fate in progress can be identified by its map icon. Mousing over the icon will display the fate type. You will automatically join the fate the moment you cross the event threshold. At this time, the fate title objectives and time rating will appear in your duty list. If you are several levels higher than the recommended level, a level sync button will appear in your duty list. Press the button to automatically lower your level so that you can participate and receive rewards. this. I remember those enemies being so far away. Go for another exit, I guess.
The only level 1s around here. Okay, fine.
Okay. Ah, you're back, and none worse for the exertion. Youth vigor is truly a blessed thing. You've gone off to a fine start, lass. To help you on your way, I want you to have this hunting log. Within, you'll find the names of various creatures, opponents that you might hone your skills against. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. Get out there, Miyamorai, and let your fists fly. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. This pugilist crest will be available from hand upon reaching level 5. Using items. Some items can be used, granting various effects such as instant HP restoration, attribute boost, and more. Using an item is as simple as selecting Use from the item sub-command. All items with recast timers cannot be used again until the timer has expired. Items you use often can be set to a hotbar for easy access. The hunting log is a record of your completion of tasks involving the slaying of certain creatures. By completing these tasks, you will earn rewards and unlock new challenges. The logs can be accessed via logs found in the main menu or by pressing H on your keyboard. Once the log is open, select a class and difficulty to view the available challenges for that rank. Each challenge is marked with a class name and number, such as Lancer 01. Below that name and a number, you will find targets, as well as how many of the target you must defeat. Hovering over the target name will display one of the areas in which the target can be located. Targets indicated in your hunting log will have special icons above their display name, making it easier to locate creatures. Reading those for a while. I mean, I haven't even really gone through the intro yet, so yeah. It'll take a while to kind of get through everything, I think. Or I know. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap, you're watching Final Fantasy XIV Online, Shadowbringers, of which I will show you no content other than looking at the characters you can create. Because, yeah, it'll be months, possibly years before I can actually get to this content. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.